It can help to first take a look at what makes a bad goal. Why is it that some goals just don't work out the way they should? What should we do differently to avoid this happening the next time? Well, let's imagine for a moment that you want to get into shape. You're planning on losing weight and building muscle, which is, by the way, a pretty popular goal right now that an awful lot of people are interested in accomplishing. In this case, a typical goal might involve writing down the ideal body weight and/or the measurements that you are trying to reach, and then setting yourself a target, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And then you go get to it, right? But this is a goal that is destined to failure. Why? Because it is far too vague, far too distant, and far too out of your control. Let's fast forward 2 weeks, at which point you have hopefully been training hard and changing your diet. Suddenly, life starts to get in the way. You find yourself bogged down with other things you have to do, and you just don't have the time or the energy to make it to the gym today or tomorrow. And Wednesday is looking tricky also. So is Thursday. But it's okay, because you don't need to work out. Not working out on those days is not breaking your goal. You have plenty of time to reach your goal, and it is up to you how you are going to go about making it happen. So, if you take time off today, you'll just put some more time in tomorrow or the next day. If this week is a write-off, then you can always make up for it next week. And so it continues. And if you're like most of us, you've lived that life, right? Week after week, until you get to the end of your allotted time span and you realize you've blown any chance of accomplishing that goal. Or how about this alternative scenario? Imagine that you did put in the time and you worked very hard every day to get into shape, but the pounds just didn't come off. Now, maybe this is due to slow metabolism. Maybe it boils down to people offering to take you out to dinner too frequently. Either way, you get to a certain point and you realize once again that you aren't going to make it, even though you tried your best. So, what do? Well, you give up. You're disheartened, and you leave it a long time before you ever try again. Now, I hate to leave on such a negative note, but I want to give you some time to think about what I have just said and consider if it applies in any way to your goal-setting experiences in the past. And also, I want you to think about what you have learned about brain function and how that may have played a part in all this.